Kung nasaan ka man, hindi ka nag-iisa sapagkat narito na sila. Speaking from their homes, the Brodies with Jack and Ace.
Hello, Adrian!
Ayun! Hello, Jekoy!
Hello, everybody! Hello, Brodies! Hello to all of our listeners. Ang dami nila, guys. 12.
We're actually recording now is June 23. Malamang on a later date nyo pa ito maririnig.
And we are the Brodies.
With Jack
Brodies.
and
Jack and Ace. Yeah. Very good, Adrian. Thank you so much, guys, sa mga nag-support sa amin. Like, 2 days, katuwaan lang, guys. Not really katuwaan, but just like the purpose of the Brodies PH podcast is we're just here for you. It's a community of brotherhood. We're here to listen. We learn together. And we talk about very light things. As if you're just talking to your barkada, because as men, we're not like into really details about talking through it. But then, that's why it's an open space and open community and environment that we can discuss anything, and then somehow makarelate kayo at makatulong naman kami sa inyo. Right, Adrian?
Yes, oo. And ang pinaka-vision natin, no, tayo yung magiging workout buddies nila sa mga running mates habang ikinig sa atin, ginagawa nila yung, iba naguhugas daw ng pinggan, saka naglilinis ng bahay nung pinapakinggan tayo, which is good. Kasi ang motto natin, hindi ka nag-iisa.
Meron naman, nag-send sa akin ng picture na stuck sa traffic. So parang kasi yung first episode natin 1 hour. So anong nangyari? Yung 30 minutes, papunta sa work, yung 30 minutes pa uwi. So nice. Thank you so much sa ating mga... Tsaka Adrian, ang dami nagpapa-shout out. Kala mo naman, may mga patago itong mga to eh.
Oo nga eh. Kala mo rin kung sa mga karating yung pangalan nila.
Kaya nga, kung shout-out namin dito, tapos. Anyway, so guys, again, thank you for tuning in, and this is the Brodies, and we now proceed with our Triple H. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so Adrian, Triple H is about?
It's about what's happening, what are you holding, and what are you hearing. So, tatlong bagay that it's like our check-in, kumbaga every week, kung ano bang mga nangyayari. Saka things we also want to recommend kung gusto nyo man check out yung mga tinitignan-tignan natin mga bagong bagay.
Adrian, very healthy ito. Naniniwala ka ba na very healthy ito? Kasi parang hindi tayo parang nagpapanilay-nilay lang or parang nagpapandos-dos sa linggo natin. Ibig sabihin, may bago tayong inaalam, may bago tayong ginagawa. There's always something new para mahasa yung ating mga utak. So, what's happening? First H, Adrian, what's happening sa'yo? Kamusta ka, Brody?
Ayun, so unang-una, no, syempre na-share ko last time na nabakunahan na ako. Pero ngayon, no, June 23 ngayon, so kahapon daw nagsimula na daw magbakuna ng Pfizer. So, maraming naniniwala na yan yung best. Marami naman naniniwala sa Sinovac kasi yun yung traditional way of creating a vaccine. Saka Sinovac yung one of the biggest producers talaga. So okay lang naman, pero the best
so what did you get?
Is what you have in your arm. Sinovac ang nakuha ko. So
ayun. May tanong ako, pwede bang magkaibang brand? Hindi.
Pinag-aaralan pa nila. So meron silang mga studies na kunyari 3 months after pwede and all. So depende. Pero ngayon wala pang 100% na kumbaga nagre-release na pwede talaga. And also, ang bago ngayon last week of June yung Delta variant. So kinakabahan yung mga tao kasi yung Astra daw, full coverage. Pero kumbaga yung Delta, hindi rin severe yung makakarating sa'yo na infection kung meron kang vaccine. So talagang the vaccine that you have is the best vaccine, kumbaga. So, syempre, wini-wish natin, pinipray natin matapos na tong happening na to, tong buong COVID na to. Ikaw, Jekoy,
that's right.
Ano ba nangyayari sa'yo?
Actually, naka-lockdown kami ulit. So, nangyari, napaisip ako, bakit kaya hindi ako mag-diet ulit? So, kasi medyo parang ang bigat ng feeling pag nagbabike kami ni Lily or kapag nag-workout. So, ngayon, ang ginagawa ko, what's happening is like a big deal for me kasi biruin mo, Adrian, simula nung kasal weight ko hanggang ngayong weight na ngayon, parang 10 kilos yata yung na-gain ko. Biruin mo, di ba? Biruin mo, 10 kilos yun. And I'm at 180 pounds right now. And 5'8 ako. So medyo hindi okay yung BMI ko. Okay yung BMX ko, pero BMI hindi. So, nag-diet ako, cut carbs, cut everything, cut sweets. Kapag nagugutom ako, umiinom lang ako So parang hindi ko iniisip yung pagkain. So yun,
Mm.
twice lang ako kumakain, lunch and dinner. And
Yun.
sinasabayan akong workout with
Kaka-abs ka
Coach
uli
Jacob.
niyan.
Yeah, Coach Jacob Benin. So there. Looking forward to it. Thanks. All right, next H, bro.
Oh, what am I holding? So ngayon, meron hawak ko pa lang, hindi ko pa sinastart. Post-Quarantine Church by Tom Rainier. So kung ano daw yung
Wow.
mangyayari, ano yung itsura ng bagong church, maybe it's a hybrid, 'di ba? That's what we're sensing ngayon na kumbaga a lot of it will be online. So makita natin may mix doon. So madedescribe niya and syempre may mga studies kasi siya. Kaya mas well-informed tayo kung ano yung mga next step pagdating sa mga church na pinupuntahan natin diyan. Ayan. Ikaw naman, Jack, what are you holding?
I'm holding onto my rod right now. May umiiyak na bata, nagtatantrums. wait. I'll talk to her.
Sige. How about you, Jekoy? What are you holding right now?
So ngayon, ang hinahold ko ngayon is syempre, puro mukha akong workout ngayon. So jump rope ng jump rope. I'm learning new tricks. Maraming salamat sa mga nagturo sa akin kada online. Ang jumping rope is sobrang convenient and sobrang mura. And anytime, grab it. May extra 10 minutes ka, jump ka lang ng jump, nakakapawis talaga siya. Anyway, next stage tayo. What are you hearing?
Gusto ko lang ng fun na what are you hearing ko. So Vincenzo. Tuwan-tuwa ako sa Vincenzo kasi kumbaga hindi ako ma-K-drama. And then sinasabi sa akin ng mga super mahilig sa K-drama, kunya yung best friend ko si Martin ganyan, mga 90% ng K-drama yata napanood na nila. So sinasabi lagi na first 3 episodes wala pa. Parang lilipad-palipad pa lang yung story at parang tamad na tamad ako manood ng K-drama. So parang lalo na yung Chloe nung gitna, parang pa-dive siya eh. Parang ayoko
Crash
na
landing on you.
tapusin. Oo. Tapos itong Vincenzo na to, first episode pa lang.
Ayaw
Ayaw mo na.
Korean na naman? Korean?
Oo.
Pero talaga ako ma-Korean eh.
Ako rin eh. Ay, pang-apat ko pa lang to na Korean. So, yun, first episode pa lang, ayaw mo, parang gusto mo nang panoorin agad episode 2, kaya lang hindi namin inagad kasi more than an hour. Pero ngayon nasa ano na kami, about to watch episode 8. So, hindi naman kami binge watchers. Pero gustong-gusto ko lang to kasi first episode pa lang gusto mo nang tapusin talaga. Ang haba lang kasi per
That's
episode.
right. Netflix to, Netflix.
Netflix.
Saya. Hindi talaga ako ma-Korean, sorry kasi
Ako rin
parang
eh.
pag manonood ka Korean, ito nga, ikukwento ko lang sa inyo guys, very
Yung
quick.
makakain.
Very
Mabasa
quick.
ka.
Nanood kami ng Korean na palabas, sine. Dito may makasama ako mga Vietnamese na bata. Mga bagets.
Okay.
So nanood kami ng Korean, siyempre ang subtitle, Vietnamese. So kamusta naman ako? Parang wala talaga ako ninitindihan. So parang anyway, worth sharing lang. Well, what I'm hearing right now is we enrolled recently sa marriage course. Parang the marriage course. Pakita ko sa'yo yung
Uy,
this one.
ayan na.
Navigating through life marriage course. I think it's very good kasi parang it's a video thing that you can do with your LG life group. That it's a video tapos magdi-discuss sila tapos there's always a break and then you have to discuss the workbook with your spouse. Ang galing nga parang it's a wake up call for the both of us, me and Trina, na parang okay, I think we're lacking here or we need to work on this one. So I think it's a good investment para in the future tsaka sa ating mga pag-aasawa.
Nice. Oo, sobrang important yan. So, ayan.
Yeah.
Tapos na tayo sa natin, no? Triple H. Right now, doon tayo sa mga shout-out natin. So, sina-shout-out natin, syempre, ang mga young people. And kumbaga, itong show rin na to, di ba? Para to sa mga, feeling natin, mga 20, 28 years old, mga ganon.
Yeah.
30.
Sa mga pag-graduate.
Oo. Pero kahit kami lagpas 30 na. Pero kumbaga, yung mga sinasabi namin, yung mga bits would be wisdom for younger people. What we could have done or thought when we were 25. Gusto ko lang mag-shoutout sa Ateneo kasi misis ko doon ko na meet. Saka yung mga kapatid niya, taga doon. So, hindi naman ako true blue. Di ba galing ako sa ibang eskwelahan nung college lang. Pero shout out dun sa,
OBF. Tama?
yes, One Big Fight. OBF.
Operation Blessing Foundation.
Ayun, mga kapatid ng misis ko galing doon eh. So, yung dalawang lalaki. Siyempre, yung dalawang lalaki, yung babae.
Shout out sa ating mga tiga Arneo. Thank you, Adrian. Shout out to si sobrang lodi natin to sa ating jump rope, si Josh Wong. Hello,
Ayun.
Josh, at ating mga tiga UP nating mahal. Puso at utak at puso. Sobrang galing ni Josh parang nakaka-discourage in a way kapag nakita mo siya. So, ini-skip ko na lang. Muntik ko na siya i-unfollow sa Instagram, sa Facebook. Pero shout out, Josh. Thank you. I hope you're doing great. I'm sure you are.
Ay, wow!
This is our guest!
Hanep tayo sa sa surprise.
Hi, hello, can you guys hear me?
Everybody, we have Miss Donita Rose in our podcast.
Hi!
We just want to hear from you. We have this thing called Triple H where we have to check in because we want to also catch up with you in what's been happening.
Okay, so what is happening in my personal life or like what's happening to me right now is I moved from the Philippines to Santa Clarita in LA. And I have a new job and I'm working as the corporate chef for research and development for a Filipino grocery food chain. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
how's that?
yeah.
How's gano'n siyang katagal?
It's been 2 months exactly.
Oh, wow. Naghang ako. So, how is it? Okay ka naman sa work mo? Is it, what are the challenges? Like, it's a Filipino
Oh my
cuisine, right?
gosh. Yeah, so I'm in research and development. So ako yung gumagawa ng mga recipes for the company. And so right now they have like 5 test kitchens that they launched before COVID. And then because of COVID, the pandemic, they had to shut down. And now I'm reopening again. So on Saturday, I reopened the first restaurant, which is called Chirp and Oink, which is chicken and pork products. And then right now, as of today, I started doing research again for Halo Halo. And so for Halo Halo,
Sarap.
yeah, I'm changing the menu. I'm going to make it like a modern Halo Halo, which is we have this Korean snow ice machine, which we got from from Korea. So right now I'm in the process of just trying to be creative and stuff like that. And then I switch on to the next restaurant, so on and so forth. And then we branch out to the other 17 branches if maging successful.
Nice.
Wow.
For each
Exciting
restaurant.
times for you. I'm so happy.
Yeah. It's hard work. When we launched on Saturday, I trained about 6 people. And then Sunday, nag-quit lahat.
Oh.
Lahat? Like how many people?
6 people.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Okay.
kasi mga bata pa, mga 17, 18,
12,
20.
ganyan. 8?
No. Bawal
kala
yan
ko.
dito. Pero like hindi nila na kaya. Actually, hindi rin fair sa kanila kasi parang nag-training lang sila for 1 or 2 days lang. Tapos yung isa sumabak na, first day pa lang niya, opening na. So lahat sila nag-quit. And I mean, I was feeling a little down today na maraming hindi nag-a-apply ng trabaho kasi we have unemployment here in the US. So people who had jobs and lost their jobs through the pandemic are receiving checks, like they get paid. So they don't want to work. Because if they go back to work, unemployment checks stop. So talagang walang gusto magtrabaho ngayon.
Parang sinasamantala in a way, right?
Yeah. That's kind of cheating the system, which really isn't fair. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at today. I was kind of sad, but I got to work from home. And so I've just been trying to be creative again. I love the process of going through the whole creative movement where you're like trying to think of something, ano bang pwedeng bago sa isang lumang recipe. Yan.
Pero konting lang, detour. Are you fully vaccinated or nagpa-vaccine ka na ba
Oh,
dyan?
yeah. Actually, dito sa LA, parang back to normal na talaga. As in, I've been going to church now for a few weeks na. Siguro mga 5 weeks na. And yung mga tao sa church hindi na nagmamask halos lahat. Or if kung may suot silang mask, nakababa. Kasi yung mga kasamahan, pag nagkukwentuhan, they don't want, parang na-storbo sila sa mask. So they remove their mask. So like, what's the point of wearing your mask? But I think people are just wearing masks because they want to parang be, what do you call this? Like, they don't want to offend somebody. But actually, nobody's really being super cautious anymore.
That's right. Anyway, moving on tayo. That's a lot to to digest what's happening. Grabe kasi kulang tong ating podcast pero we'll catch up the next time. So what are you holding on right now? Probably mga cooking materials, cooking tools.
Yeah, well, right now I'm using a PC. This is horrible. I don't know how to use a PC. It's my company laptop.
Oh.
Kasi corporate na ako.
Oh, wow, hanep.
Corporate na ako. So, ang hirap. Alam mo yun, yung parang, I don't even know how to turn on the computer because I'm like an Apple Mac girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, we're the same. Like, we're like the same. Like, what's that? So, like mga ka-opisina ko. Okay, I'll send it to you. Turn on your AirDrop. Oh. Except you don't have AirDrop. So what's
Exactly.
your email again? You get me? What's your email again? So parang ganun. Not for anything sa mga Windows user. It's just that nasanay kami sa Mac, which is a lot easier, right?
Yes. User friendly, much more user friendly.
Okay, any podcast or any recommendation? We're doing this also not for us only, but for our listeners. Ang dami nila parang 12 sila. Kasama yung nanay.
Well, dadami na rin sila.
Yeah, dadami na rin sila.
Minsan may sense ka naman
Anyway, so what are you hearing? Any recommendation like a song, a podcast, any Netflix that you've been watching lately?
Well, I haven't really had time for that, but here in the States, kasi like on the radio, ang daming radio stations na you get to hear the word. So I'm enjoying it. Like parang, I just switch back and forth between stations a lot. And, like even on your phone, you can listen to the radio now. So medyo, alam mo naman old school tayo. We're used to the radio just being in your car or like, transistor radio type. But now you can listen to the radio on your phone. So medyo high-tech na tayo.
That's right. So thank you so much for sharing. So, gusto niyo bang sample, guys? D, can you post yung ating top 3 songs of the day?
Top 3 songs of the day. I've been listening to mostly worship, and I mean, I listen to the radio every now and then. I kind of mix it up a little bit with the top 40 songs. I just don't really know the names of all of these songs right now because syempre hindi na ako I haven't really been
tsaka nasa corporate ka na right? I mean, you're not,
I'm kind of in the corporate world
office work, paper cuts, mga ganyan.
Ay, that's true. Paper cuts.
Diba? Welcome to the professional world. I mean, welcome to the corporate world. Moving on to our topic for today. This is our pinakahintay natin. Ito yung gusto ko talaga kaya sobrang perfect ng guest natin.
Oo nga.
Ang topic natin for today is pagluluto. Hindi, joke lang.
Maging 500.
Luto ng ex. Just kidding.
Is it okay to be friends with your ex? Ah!
Okay, so simulan ko na ha. Is it okay to be friends with your ex? Una sa lahat, how many exes do you have, guys?
What if I don't know the answer to that?
What if yung nagparamdam lang?
Yung official, yung may mansari kayo, ganon. Ganon ba yung official?
Well, I have a follow-up question for you guys. When you say ex,
Okay.
do you mean ex-husband or ex-boyfriend?
Oh no. Hindi, I mean ex na in a relationship, whatever kind is that. Yung talagang romantically in a relationship kayo. So kasi there are not everyone has like a an ex-husband or ex-boy or ex-fiance. So sorry for
Kaya
that.
ka ngayon. Bigla
Sorry.
nahiya si Deco.
Sorry.
Bigla ako nag-sorry. Ano ba itong pinasok ko na naman? Anyway, so I think to start off this conversation, we have to have a mini. I think you have to be the quote unquote arbiter here because me and Adrian, we're going to take sides. Like,
Wow.
Adrian,
Okay.
Pili ka kung anong gusto mo. Kung okay lang, kasi ako yung hindi okay, or siya yung hindi okay, ako yung okay lang.
Okay. Sige.
Okay.
Game.
Oh,
Okay,
ikaw,
so ano
Deco.
sa'yo?
Hindi okay.
Sige, ako yung okay lang, ha? Alright.
Ayun.
Let the friendly quote unquote debate begin.
Yun.
In 3, 2, 1. Pasok, Adrian. First.
Hala, hindi ako marunong mag-debate So wala ako ng mga structure.
Hindi,
So,
okay lang. Wala naman ako din.
Para sa akin, hindi. Kasi, ano yan eh. There will be...
Pero bro, ang sa akin kasi,
Ang bilis eh.
Hinay-hinay lang.
intense.
Sa akin,
Okay.
there will be an earthing of emotions na sobrang from way back. Kumbaga, you make decisions from past emotions. Para sa akin ito, I will say it in public radio. Wow, public radio. Siya lagi kong sinasabi sa mga tao, the strongest emotion is nostalgia. Bakit? Kasi you've seen yung mga car collectors na kahit million yung kotse, they buy it, 'di ba? Nung kabataan ako, hindi ko to nabili. 'Di ba? Sinasabi ni Michael V pag
Time's up.
pag nag-open siya ng toys, 'di ba? May nostalgia factor.
So if your opponent is making sense, you say time's up.
Para ma-distract. Pero yun, Jeco,
So unfair.
nostalgia talaga. As in, so you can do things na out of logic, 'di ba? Out of reason. And it's very powerful yung nostalgia. So, ayun, yun yung first ko.
Okay,
Point.
so yeah, first point mo. Sa akin naman, napaka-simple. I mean, I don't have to go to the cars or whatever. Ang sa akin, figuring out why it ended, 'di ba? Kung friends kayo ng ex mo, parang okay, so at least meron kang parang kung tanggalin mo yung romantic na tawag dito na feelings, tapos maging friends kayo, mag-figure out mo, ba't kaya ito nag-end? Okay, maybe in the future, ito na yung hindi ko gagawin or ito yung dapat kong gawin. So, as simple as that.
Oo nga naman, no?
But
Tapos kumampi na. Oo nga,
Okay,
Jeco,
wait
tama.
lang. May sinasabi si Donita.
yeah, but then again, is it ever really as simple as that? I mean, you have to think about how did the relationship end, right? How old were you when it happened? Were you young? Do you have your whole life ahead of you, or is it like, have you been together for 12 years? Were you married to that person? It depends on how deep the relationship is. So sometimes,
Go. Continue. Okay.
sometimes it's easier said than done, right? Like in my personal case, and being a Christian, I know that we are called to forgive, but sometimes things just keep happening. And for me, there was a period of time when I really had to crawl into a hole, and I didn't want anyone to pull me out of it. I needed time and space to determine whether or not I was really going to forgive. And then when I decided,
lalim!
okay,
Woo!
oh, tapos when I was ready to forgive na, may panibago na naman.
Okay,
Tapos
hold on
meron na
thought.
naman.
Hold on thought. Wait lang. May tanong ako, may follow-up questions ako dito. Are you friends with your ex sa mga social media niyo? Yan.
Yun.
See, depends on which one. I think I'm kind of like friends with everyone that I've ever, like, wala naman bad blood except for with my ex-husband. Yun, hindi pa talagang ano yun. Kasi, ewan ko, parang the other party din is not really open to it, or parang basta laging may mga bagong nangyayari. So I realized if somebody keeps hurting you, sometimes it's better to just stay away. I'm not saying that I haven't forgiven, pero pag paulit-ulit na nasasaktan ka, total hindi na kayo in a relationship, move on na. Like, just, be civil. So I think he and I are civil, but very short answers lang sa isa't isa. Kasi
Tsaka parang pinili niya na saktan ka. Parang nag-decide na siya na ito na eh. Kasi kung paulit-ulit na. Di ba parang
paulit.
Parang a true repentance is a change of behavior. Parang ganun, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
So there. Teka muna, nag-debate muna kami. Wag ka muna mag-ano final thoughts. Nagka-final thoughts ka eh. Ayoko muna.
Hindi, baka...
Ay, ayan.
Nagahang siya. Ang hina naman ng internet sa Amerika. Anyway, habang nagahang siya. So Adrian, are you friends with your ex sa Facebook? O pagka tumitingin dyan kay Carrie, nandiyan si Carrie, nandiyan yung asawa niya.
Oo, sa Facebook, oo. Parang feeling ko rin kasi hindi natin na-define yung kung ano yung ibig sabihin natin ng friends.
O see, and then you're on my side right now. So okay lang sa'yo na maging friends. So talo ka.
Ibablock ko ngayon na. ngayon na. Para lang manalo. Nandiyan ba siya?
Nandiyan pa siya lang. Hello Verizon. Can you hear us? Hello Verizon. Nagbayad po kami. Anyway, so while Donita is reconnecting, ako naman, I'm still friends with some of my exes, but there are people na hindi na kasi parang hindi siya healthy sa current. So hindi siya healthy sa current natin na relationship. So okay, moving on. Well, D is reconnecting. So moving on, few more thoughts sa mga one-liners mo diyan. Why hindi siya okay?
Parang I could justify why kasi I can say na wala na akong emosyon. But being sensitive to the most important person in your life when you're married, which is your spouse, kahit na anong explain mo na wala na akong nararamdaman na anything, and to be sensitive to that person na dapat pinaka-sensitive ka, it's better pa rin for me na hindi ko na lang din i-interact. Parang kumbaga, sa akin yung definition ko ng friends would be interacting with them na yung wala lang, unless alam mo yung maging siya sa business ko, may business or whatever. Pero kunyari, out of the blue interacting o kaya bigla nag-message or all to honor yung marriage, doon ako sa hindi ko na lang siya guguluhin. Siya kasi walang ex eh. So,
Nagets ko yun.
pero ini-imagine ko kung may ex siya, parang ang gusto ko rin sana hindi mo na lang din kausapin. Parang ganon, iniisip ko on my end.
I think si Trina, friends pa rin sila. Hindi ko sure, hindi ko chine-check kasi parang it's the thing of her past. Parang yung past niya, it's her quote-unquote problem with God. Yung ngayon niya, tsaka yung future. So ako si God, tsaka siya. Gets? Parang ganun. Parang kaming tatlo ngayon. Parang God in the center. Well, anyway, going back, di pala ako agree dyan. Kasi nag-debate kami. Anyway, Well, I can argue that we're all mature here. Come on, Adrian, na hindi naman, alam mo yun, parang nandun ka na kagad sa may mangyayari or parang ma-fall tayo to each other. May reason nga tayo kung bakit ex tayo eh. So I think it's just okay to be friends. Like, when we see in a party, in a social media, mga ganung bagay. So I think it's just okay.
Siyempre, wala akong magagawa kung biglang may party or Christmas party na nando siya. Which happens, no? Kasi pagka nagre-reunion yung honors class. Kasi, siyempre, close kami. Tagal naming magkakasama nung high school. So, isa kami sa few sections na nagre-reunion pa rin ngayon yung class eh. So, nandun naman. Tapos, wala lang din. Yung isa kasi, parang, hindi ko nga alam eh. Hindi ko na tinatanong yung mga friends niya kung nasa. Basta huli ko nakita, nag-post na nasa ibang bansa. Hindi ko nga alam kung nandun na siya, ganyan yung mas recent.
Correct.
Pero yung mas
That's right.
high school, parang napaka puppy love. Na yung nakwento ko nung first episode na na meron ng 3 anak. So,
sa mga nakikinig po dito na ex ni Adrian, kayo po ay binibigyan namin, iniimbitahan sa dito po, isumbong mo kay Brody Bro. Parang di na yata siya makakonect. Pero let's see. Sa akin kasi parang yung being friends with your ex, parang OA naman kasi yung iba, parang binablock, 'di ba? Pero kasi bro, depende yan sa nagawa ng tao din, 'di ba?
oo.
Depende yun sa nagawa ng tao na parang kung may mga ito sa akin with let's end our debate. Okay, sa akin kasi parang for me kung kunyari may mga ex ka, if it's an issue for her, then I will not even
think about
mention it.
Diba? Oo.
Parang hindi ko na siya mention or hindi ko na siya pag-uusapan, not even just the name or whatever. Parang ganun.
Oo.
Nagets mo? Parang to protect that. Pero may mga exes naman kasi na parang wala. Not an issue at all. Pero kasi may mga tao or kunyari, may ex naman na nagpapapray o ganito, parang minsan pag-pray ko pero parang hindi ko re-replyan kagad. Parang gano'n. Parang medyo for a time scene zone muna pero parang hindi yata tayo dapat magganto. Hindi siya masyadong wise. Kasi napaka-immature nung Kwan. Sorry for the word. Napaka-immature nung parang i-entertain mo pa yung mga ayun, meron kami pala ni Trina na na kinakausap about this na parang sobrang sweet kasi ni Boy doon sa ex niya na girlfriend. So si girlfriend na kahit secure ka, mapapaisip ka, 'di ba? So parang 'yun, sinabi lang din namin na parang I think you have to draw the line na ex are ex for a reason. So parang hindi siya nag-work dahil because of that and that. Pero saka I think respect lang din sa current mo kung ano yung sinasabi niya.
Yes.
Kasi we're not even to parang going to say na parang kung mahal mo ako dapat hindi mo siya i-text. Pero parang dapat matic na. Whether girl ka or boy ka, parang kasi love comes with respect also na parang if it's an issue with my couple, with my spouse or my boyfriend or my girlfriend, then drop everything. Parang drop everything. Parang there are a lot of things na marami kayong pwedeng pag-awayan. Wag na to. Please. Wag na to. Wag na ito. Pero hopefully, let's all be mature with that. You can be friends in Facebook. Ito na lang siguro. Wala sa yung decision. Let your spouse decide or your couple decide for it. Na parang, okay lang ba sa ito? Is it going to be an issue kung i-accept ko yung friend request niya? Is it going to be an issue if pinalo niya ako sa Instagram? Is it going to be an issue? Kasi parang siyempre, we are all relational human beings, pero at what point? Diba?
Tama.
So yun, for me. So, may one of the pros here ng pagiging cons na pagiging ng pagiging friends mo sa ex mo is yung inability to move on. Na parang friends kayo, parang you can see yung mga happenings niya, you can still see yung mga update niya sa Facebook, sa Instagram. Dinala niya ako sa favorite spot namin. Doon gusto namin Nagsha-Shangri-La din kayo. Doon yung favorite mall namin. So parang so I think to answer that, parang depende kasi kung sobrang may mga kilala naman ako na parang magpapatibayan kasi kung sino mag-unfriend, siya yung talo.
Oo.
Di ba?
Ano, ang nakakatuwa lang kasi ang galing ni Karing mag-manage din ng emotions kasi bago kami ikasal, kinasal yung ex ko na isa. At
Mm.
friend kasi ni Kari yung isang friend nun. So, nakatag. So, nakita ni Kari yung kasal na ex ko. Na, nagpa-plan kami ng wedding nun, parang a few months na lang, pagtingin niya, oh, kinasal din siya doon. Same kami ng venue. So, sobrang, wow. Pero wala siyang pake. Bakit? Kasi,
Ito.
di ba?
Wala lang. Wala lang sa kanya. Ito,
Oo.
in-invite ka ng ex mo sa kasal. Pupunta ka?
Ah, nung hindi pa ako discipled, ano na agad yan eh. Kasabihan na agad. Don't invite your ex to the wedding, di ba? Tapos ako, kung in-invite ako, kunyari, meron akong girlfriend, ganyan. Hindi ako pupunta, matik na yon. Pero what if single ka, tapos in-invite ka nung ex mo sa kasal? Ako para
Kaya
sa
nga eh.
akin, hindi pa
Or
rin.
invite ka ng ng party, mga ganyan. Anniversary nila. In-invite ka.
Ako hindi pa rin eh, no? Parang kahit single ka, respect to the husband niya or dun sa
Yeah.
boyfriend niya rin. 'Di ba? Parang
Ako,
ako yun yung sasabihin ko. Tapos hindi ako
Ako simple lang. In-invite ako, single ako pa noon. Tapos ex kami and people know. Parang hindi ako pupunta in a way na of course I'm celebrating with them. Pero hindi ako pupunta kasi ayoko mapunta sa akin at attention. Kasal nila yun eh.
yes.
Siyempre, people will talk about you, of course. Oh, nandito si Jay. Ganito, ganyan.
Nandyan.
So, siyempre, ayaw mong kunin yung, nila, yung, you don't want to steal their thunder. Knocks naman. Miss
Totoo.
Jepay, thank you. So,
Nakakainis.
yan, parang, so yun lang, ayokong kunin yung attention sa kanila. Araw nila yon, so let's give it to them. Let's just celebrate from afar, wish them the very best and pray for them. So yun lang.
Tama. Binayaran nila yun eh. Saka hati sila sa bayad doon. Pero ito, Jekoy, ang nakakainis kasi, naalala ko nung mga dati, siguro mga 10 years ago, pag nakipag-break ka, tapos pagka ikaw yung nag-block, ay, ikaw yung talo dito ikaw
Yeah,
yung may
that's
kasalanan.
right. Yeah.
Nakakainis, parang gaano bang insecurity yon na feeling ko rin yung meron kasi na nag-i-invite ng ex at pumupunta yung ex na
Correct.
parang just to show people na civil kayo. How insecure can you be? Sorry kung Brody ka, nangyari yun sa'yo, nakikinig ka, pero that's insecurity. 'Di ba? Kung meron man nag-invite sa'yo, isipin mo na lang, wag mo isipin na insecure yung ex mo for inviting you para to show people na civil siya sa'yo. Just think of yourself na pagka nag-yes ka doon, what kind of insecurity is that? Kasi ano naman kung hindi? 'Di ba? Paano naman kung, 'di ba? Parang just move.
Galit ka dyan.
May
Easy lang,
triggered
Adrian.
eh.
Okay, balik tayo sa triggered ka masyado. Balik tayo sa ating discussion. Okay, last topic na di-discuss natin under is it okay for you to be friends with your ex is alam mo yung mga times na nag-move on na kayo pero yung mga kamag-anak yung tsaka friends hindi pa.
Ay, ang hirap nun. Meron yung mga ganyan, dami nila. Totoo.
Yeah. So how do you navigate that? So parang, paano ka mag-navigate with that? Na parang yung tawag ng parents mo doon sa long-time girlfriend mo na nakaka-break mo lang is iha or anak and then here comes a new one. Diba? So how do you navigate with that?
Hindi ko alam. Ang hirap na.
Wala akong sagot.
Parang kailangan.
Wala po akong sagot.
Kailangan talaga, ma-briefing mo yung pamilya mo. Kailangan mag-usap kayo na, uy, sorry, kasi turing nyo na sa kanya, anak. Pero ang totoo, black and white naman nung kung kinasal kami, 'di ba? Saka talaga magiging daughter-in-law mo 'yun eh. 'Di ba? Pero 'yun naman sana po sorry kung naka-invest na rin kayong emotion. Ako rin naman 'di ba dapat ako yung malungkot. Bakit pati bakit niyo ako papagalitan na malungkot din kayo? Sana hindi na. So, 'di ba,
Oo
yung
nga.
family should be
Hiya naman po ako sa kami yung nag-break tapos kayo po yung masama ang loob sa akin. Parang ano po yung nagawa kong masama. Parang ganun. So, sa akin siguro tama yung sinabi mo na briefing lang din sa mga kamag-anak mo at saka dun sa mga tita mo na maraming comment. Dun sa mga tita na maraming comment. Ay, parang downgrade. Mga ganun. Parang downgrade din ngayon. Mga ganun. So parang move on na po tayo. Yung tao nga nag-move on eh. You don't have to explain to everyone. Just explain to your immediate family. So yun lang naman yun. Kasi sila naman ng siyempre, hindi mo rin sila papahintulutan na makipag-friends dun sa ex mo kasi kung talagang na-build naman yung relationship nila. Pero siyempre, mom, dad, or papa, mama, kuya, ate, please refrain from inviting her to a family event. We don't want to cause a scene. Let's navigate it together. Parang, tulungan niyo ako dito kasi tayo naman magkakamag-anak dito.
Totoo.
Anyway.
Gusto ko lang din ma-mention, Jeco, yung mga na-mention nating story sa mga nakikinig nating brodies na hindi to yung dumadaan dun sa counseling. Yung process, yung mga naikwento namin, mga kaibigan namin na alam nila for some reason, mame-mention din sila dito. So, don't worry if makaabot man na kailangan yung kausap, ganyan and all. Nandito pa rin naman kami, hindi namin share. Unless ka-close ka namin, yung nakikinig. Alam mo na, ma-share natin. Saka ano naman yan, blind item. Even yung mga sinasabi ni Jaycoy for the previous shows, ako rin, we never shared kung sino yun off the camera. So, ayun.
Yeah. So, di na yata babalik si Dina. Wala yata yung kanyang internet or naglubat siya. I don't know.
Oo,
so,
yung
let's
nalumbat
proceed
nga
with
pala.
our... I'm so excited for her to guest, but I think let's have a part 2 na lang with this one.
Oo.
Okay,
Yes.
so final thoughts, bro. Final thoughts. Please answer. Can we be friends with our exes?
It's priorities. Kumbaga, kung nasan season ka man, mas i-value mo ba yung misis mo over your ex, yung girlfriend mo over your ex, 'di ba? Check mo rin baka mamaya is there just an insecurity inside of us na to show people na civil kami kasi yung mundo dapat civil ka daw ganun. Hindi kailangan 'yon. Wisdom pa rin over anything else. Wisdom and prioritizing, 'di ba, your season in life.
That's good. I agree with that. Sa akin naman, being friends with your ex is possible, but there's always a catch. There's always something na nakasunod doon.
Totoo.
It's either issue, yung mga ninanavigate mo mga relationships, mga ninanavigate mo mga sasabihin ng mga tao. You must be both willing to admit that you don't work together as a couple anymore. Na parang friends lang kayo or parang civil. Alam mo yung kanta ni Katy Perry? I just can't believe that we went from strangers to lovers to strangers in a lifetime. Parang small talk. From being romantically in love and then ngayon, small talk na lang pinag-uusapan nyo. Which is totally fine. You don't work as a couple right now. You're just friends or distant friend. Posible yon, but it's case-to-case basis. Depende kung sa katulad ng sinabi ni Di kanina, she chose to forgive. But maingat na siya kasi parang it's been happening and it's been rampant na parang ready na akong patawad. Then mangyayari ulit. So okay, let's decide on this. I have forgiven you, but I think we have to cut ties totally. Ingat ka lang din, be wise with being friends with your ex kasi meron kang ka-relationship right now o kung wala kang ka-relationship right now, just be wise on spending time or mga late night texts na mga ganun. The more na lumalapit ka sa kanya, the more na na-prolong yung pag-move on nyo parehas.
Totoo.
Na-prolong yung healing nyo parehas. Kung if it's really a bad breakup, right?
Depende rin kasi kung talagang may bala ka pa. Alam mo yon yung pag may manliligaw ka, may bala ka talagang pakasalan, 'di ba? Ngayon, kung nag-break kayo, kung may balak ka talaga dun sa girl uli at maganda na yung balak mo, nag-fail ka dati or nag-fail siya dati or something, pero gusto mo talaga siya, basta may balak ka lang, honor God in this next step. Kumbaga kung magse-second time around ka, bakit? Kasi kami nag-break kami. Tapos nagbalikan kami. Pero,
Kay Kari?
oo, pero balak ko pa rin, napakasalan siya. So, kung wala kang balak, 'di ba? Wag na. Saka kung meron
That's right.
siyang karelasyon at that time, bigla
Kaya
meron
nga.
na, wag na rin, 'di ba?
That's it for today. Adrian,
Yes.
thank you so much for uh, sharing your thoughts. Also, maraming salamat kay Donita na naputol na yata kasi medyo mahina. Maganda Amerika pero mahina internet. Ba't ganun?
Oo. Mas maganda pa sa Vietnam.
Joke lang. Joke lang guys, yung mga hirit namin dito, hindi masyadong seryosohin.
Oo nga.
Nagbibiro lang po kami. Anyway, so I think we have a part 2 with Donita with this one. And yeah, thank you mga brodies. Thank you
Yes.
for tuning in.
Thank you. Thank you rin, Jekoy, for sharing your thoughts. And if you want to share your thoughts with us as well, you may email us at thebrodies.ph@gmail.com. Again, thebrodies.ph@gmail.com.
Yeah, also please
Yes.
like our Facebook page. That's the Brodies PH. Tama?
Yes, sa Facebook. Oo.
Okay. Thank you very much guys for
Thank
listening.
you.
Bye. Ingat kayo.
Bye.